This is Sean Holland with SeanWorldwide.com. I want to thank you for following me and welcome to another episode of It's a Happy Day. I want to talk to you today around the subject of how to stop drifting, mentally drifting. Have you ever found yourself throughout the day moving left or right? You're like, whoa, I need to stay focused, man. I need to get it together, right? And sometimes we have a difficult time. We have a challenge staying focused, or sometimes we're leading folks. We have students or whoever, and they're having a hard time, staying focused. We all drift. Let me give you encouragement. Anchored boats still drift. So just because you might be drifting and feels like you're losing focus throughout the day, don't let that make you feel that you're not anchored. And when I'm talking about anchored, I'm talking about first being anchored in your compelling vision for your life, for your year, and even more importantly, you got to have a compelling vision for the day, right? What is the compelling vision for this day and the mission and your values, being anchored in who you are. You got to review that every morning. We talked about that RAS, right? The reticular activating system, how to get that jump started. But we all drift. And so again, make sure that you're anchored. And the second thing is that I want to kind of lift up this saying. It says that we are what we repeatedly do. Who we are is a result of what we repeatedly do. And so I want you to think about, what do you repeatedly do? How do you stop from drifting? This is it. Establish a habit. Make it up in your mind that you are going to establish good habits every single day. And think about it. So if you took a sheet of paper and said, listen, I want to be better at these 4 things. So it takes at least 7 weeks, at least 7 weeks, that for you to establish a habit where it's mainstream in your life. So imagine you got 4 or 5 things you want to become better at. What that does is that begins to narrow your focus. And guess what happens? You minimize your drifting, because guess what I'm doing? I'm repeatedly beginning to establish new good habits in my life. So I want you to think about, what things in your life do you want to you want it to be ingrained, second nature. You just do it. Like when something negative happens, you automatically respond with something positive. Like you don't, like we always, joke about the little TikTok and the little voice says, well, I don't know about you, but me on the other hand, I'm about to turn up. You know what I'm saying? So you might not want to be the kind of person you always turn up. So what do you need to do to turn down versus turn up? So I want you to think about this. Who you are is what you repeatedly do. And if you don't like who you are, then let's talk about that. If you don't like the results, then listen, we can stop the drift today. Let's stop drifting. Let's get focused. And I want you to write down 4 or 5 things you want to get better at. And so I want you to begin to just say, I'm going to do these things repeatedly every single day over the next 7 weeks. Listen, follow me on SeanWorldwide.com, and it is a happy day.